These magazines are from 1968. What you're hearing is an experimental song I put through 48 speakers in my living room and was like panning all over the place. And so there's no words to this one. So let's talk about witchcraft or any of that stuff, or astral projecting or remote viewing or any of that stuff. I was 23, going on 24. I started taking pure MDMA with sugar cubes of acid and just laying on my couch and just letting myself go to a very meditative place. And I astral projected through my ceiling. It was like a old glittery pastel. It was an old glittery ceiling and spackle. And wow, crazy. You just have to pause it and zoom in on that stuff. And I was told by my roommate before it happened that I was like, I can't see anything. What do I do? I never see anything when I'm tripping. And he's like, you're trying to see things. Just allow yourself to see it. Wow, this is really syncing up perfectly. So, it did, and I went through the ceiling. I was like, allow yourself to see it, allow yourself to see it. And then boom, wow, this is really working out well, isn't it? And so I went to, through the ceiling, and then I started, it almost looked like pure black, watery space. And then all of a sudden, I was seeing through this guy's eyes, and his eyes were like, I could see him blinking. And I'm like, why am I seeing blinking? My eyes are open, but I wasn't seeing through my eyes. And I saw what he was looking at, and it was like a circulatory system, and I didn't see it as a circulatory system at first. It was all like deep purples and magenta and like violet, and it looked like stems of a tree. And then as the people, it turned out to be people, because as they moved, they looked real. And then I was like, okay, they're people. I got it. They're real people. And I was like, what are they doing? And they kept like touching dots on a wall. And every time they touched the dot, it lit up. And I'm like, what is that? And here, so you can read it if you want to read it. And then these doors like opened from each side. And it was like an elevator, and I was like, oh, I'm in an elevator. And then the eyes that I'm like looking through, I saw him like stepping like this, you know. And then he came across another person this way, and they were wearing a suit. And then it like launched me above, and I saw a bunch of desks. And this is where things got a little cartoony. Here, isn't that cool? And we have like 3 more minutes, and I gotta go get the noodles off the oven. But wow, it's so cool. And so then it took me like above the office, and I'm looking at all the desks, and they slightly turned into like computer chips. And then it took me out of the ceiling of that place, and it was the Pentagon, and then that was like a motherboard. And it was showing me like how like everything branched off of the Pentagon, and then I got this like, that's enough. This is all we're gonna do for right now. You need to learn to balance between your logical mind and your visual mind. And then I boom popped right back into my head. And 3 weeks later, this woman came into my work that looked like what you would see as like a Nordic alien. She's wearing a white suit with like felt texture to it, and she saw me through a group of 300 people at my job, and she said to a kid that was like 8 to 12 years old, and this like 38-year-old Mexican guy, there he is. I've never seen this lady before in my life. She walks right through the crowd of people, and she gets up right up to my face, and she says, we need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. I know you're busy tonight, but can we just sit in your section and you can just take your time to talk to me? And I'm like, okay. And so every time I walk up to the table, they're very nice, and they keep talking to me about psychic stuff. And I'm like, what kind of scam is this, you know, because like I've never experienced anything like this before. And wow, that's so cool. And so they got there around 6, and throughout the conversations I would ask them, I'd come to the table, I'd talk to them for a minute. They were very, very nice. And the woman, when I asked her what she was, she said, well, some people, and she pointed at the sky, she said, some people call us angels, but I'm really just this, you know, I help psychics develop. And the word angel, it's a little bit more technical than that. Interesting. So, this is so fun. I'm so glad I'm flipping through this. So, oh man. So, sorry, I'll turn this down a little bit because I don't, just a little bit. So, by the end of the night, they're the last people, and it's almost midnight. And here, I'll get close to this so you can read it. And they're the last people in place, and they're like, the lady's like, just sit down and talk with us for a minute. How much money do you think you made tonight? And my inner dialogue was like, here we go. This is where the grift happens. This is too good to be true, you know, what they're saying. And I was like, just to be on the safe side, I'll just say like $80. She's like, put it on the table. And I was like, okay. And so, whoa, cool. God, I love that part. So, the next people I ran into told me a story about this guy. They had the same MO, but they were really evil, and they said they killed that guy. So, you know, who knows? We'll talk about that another time. Can't find them. There we go. So at the end of the night, so I have the money on the table, and she pulls out like that thick of a brick of crisp $100 bills that look like they've never been touched before, and she lays them on the table. She's got like gold rings, gold necklace, gold everything. Oh, I forgot to mention, I was listening to them talk when I was at the computer, like acting like I was like not paying attention. And the little kid said to her, "You can't drink down here," to her. And she replied, "We're only down here for one night, so I'm drinking. I don't care what the rules are." And he just kind of brushed it off. And he's like, "So, if he can do all these things, then why is he here?" And she said, "I don't know. I think he just wants to fuck some girl. I don't get it. Like, I'd fuck him. I just don't understand." And I did move to Chicago because some chick kind of tricked me into feeling guilty. So I came back to Chicago after a surgery I had to go home for to get my wisdom teeth pulled. So I thought that was interesting. And then she almost fessed up to cheating on me. I had to take a bus through the ghetto, my last bus out of my ghetto apartment, to bring her back to like basically Boys Town. And then I walked up to the beach and drank beer, and on the way back from the beach, just like digesting this, I had just gotten off a plane, for Christ's sake, I walked past her and the dude that she had been cheating on me with. That was my first girlfriend ever. That was the girl I lost my virginity to. Anyway, so back to the story. What's that say? Here's the place you got to go to what's going on. All right, and so yeah, she says to the kid, I don't know, I'd fuck him, I don't understand. And I was like, who talks to a 8-year-old kid like that? And that's what really got my attention. So end of the night, money is on the table. They have me put my hands on both piles and close my eyes. And she says, now, which pile is yours? And in my head, I was like gonna be sarcastic and I was gonna say all of it. And instead I was like, oh, that's easy. And I picked the pile with the little amount of money. And all 3 of them at the table went, oh no. So then they all told me I was like, so what are you? I asked the kid and he's like, I'm a psychic. And so are you. And so is this guy. And the Mexican guy, or Hispanic guy, he was like, yeah, I'm a psychic too. He was dressed in, wow, that's so cool. He was dressed in like just sweatpants and a sweatshirt with like a label logo on it. These people are very mixed matched. They don't seem to match together. Anyway, she starts heading for the door, and I'm like, wait, will I ever see you again? And she's like, probably not. Because I guess this is like self-worth stuff, right? And here I am at my age with all the things I can do, and I keep running against these horrific like world events that stop me from doing that final step to go out and do this stuff. So I go upstairs to cash in my register or my envelope full of money in my checkout. And I had this really cool, heavy, like lesbian lady as a manager, and she's like, "Who were those people? I was watching on the cameras. I've been watching them all night." Oh, I can't put that. Jesus Christ, 60s. What the fuck is wrong with you? Ugh. Alright, I think we're done with this fucking magazine. And I was like, they just asked me if I was a psychic. That's all they wanted to talk about. And then they gave me a $100 bill. And so we ran it under the yellow marker, and it was real. Alright, have a good night. Sorry about that last part. Jesus.